like
Also
everyone's
social media.
like it's just literally what you said. Like everyone's pretending to be something they're not, and then you're getting then you meet them, and then it's like it's not matching up to what
It's a finesse or something.
It's not matching.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. This is one of the reasons why I preach organic so much. And what I mean by that is, like I said, don't get off the fucking apps. Get off all that shit.
But then it's like, you don't want to meet a guy, like, then where else you're going to meet him? It's like either church or a club, and it's like, if you meet a guy at the club, like, they'd probably go out and...
I think that if you're just a pretty girl, not even a super attractive girl, I think that you have plenty of opportunities just walking around in real life. Like, and like the thing is, a lot of people, you got to understand, we live in this generation now where we're all stuck at home. We all have cabin fever. Like, we all are watching Netflix too much, watching Hulu too much, doing all, like, I don't watch any TV shows or anything. It's because I know how damaging it is to me. Like, there's a lot of people who fall into vicious cycles of some type of hedonism, some type of pleasure, and we never get out of it. It's very easy. And like, y'all got to understand, these companies that are marketing and doing all this stuff, they want, like, if y'all sit there and watch all this shit, they're making buckets, bro. They're making buckets, getting everybody addicted to all these different apps and different things, and they're destroying the world while they're doing it. And like, we're all just sitting back, like, acting like nothing's wrong, but in reality, we got a lot wrong right now. It's very dangerous.
And the advice I would say, she said, at the church or at the club. Okay, church is fine. However, you have to change your atmosphere. So, say try something different outside the box. Dallas has a lot of shit right now. I know a lot of people don't do this. However, I'm gonna give you the tricks here. Dallas Symphony. Right now, you can go to the Dallas Symphony and dress up and look very nice and beautiful as you are, and walk up in there, and a guy may see you and be like, "Wow."
And guys go there with their guy friends a lot. Like, I've gone to the symphony twice with a guy friend. Like, when I was single, I remember it. So yeah, if I would have saw a pretty girl there, it would have been. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. But that is a good one. And you're putting yourself in a really good spot. Another thing is networking events. Like, I didn't think this was good until recently. Right. And but yeah, even business networking events can sometimes be good, or political networking events. There's all types of networking events where you can dress very nice and like possibly find a guy that's looking for somebody that looks like that, like very well taken care of.
And even for men, on the other flip side, like if Meech was here, hey, Meech, instead of her thinking about, oh shit, he's gonna ask me to go eat something, he's gonna ask me to go somewhere I haven't been before. No. Yeah. Hey Meech, they got the Van Gogh museum downtown Dallas. I'm gonna take you there. And after that, we'll go to Reverchon Park and walk, because tonight they're releasing lamps over the park. Right? So we can do that. You've never done that before.
Never. Nope.
Right? So if I take you to do that, do I have more of a chance of gravitating to me and me to you and having a more intimate experience, other than trying to have a one-night stand, or we trying to fuck, or I'm trying to, let me see the ass, let me see what the mouth do, right? Instead of doing all of that, if I did that with her, she's going to respect me more. She's going to be like, damn, this dude is different. Right? So the same thing with women. Do something different. Don't, ass and titties will fade. You need to find a man or you need to be what the fuck? I'm getting studied here. You need to find intellectual men or women and talk to them, have conversations with them, and learn what a person has up here. I'm telling you, when you get in a woman's mind, game over. Yeah. She ain't never leaving you.
I think low-key everybody is a sapiosexual, like everybody likes to say. I think low-key we're all into sapiosexual. Sure. Like, we all like I think everybody likes intelligence in their partner, because why would you want to be with a dumbass?
I don't give a damn about your ass and titties. If you get in my head, you got me though. But on all that ass and titties, fuck all that shit. That shit is gonna drop like a motherfucker. It is what it is.
Now we're gonna just do the last phase. Or here, let me read the super chats really quick before we do the last phase, man. What we got? If we have any. Got $5 from Eric G. Thank you, bro. Ladies, would only being able to see your man once a week be a deal breaker? Shout out to Sergio and Don. Thank you, bro. If only seeing your man once a week, would that be a deal breaker?
No.
No?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah. I would agree too. Yeah.
It's just because like my love language is like
time,
physical touch, like yeah.
Oh.
Okay. What about you? Yeah, you, Mitch.
It would depend on the circumstances, I think. Like, if he was super busy and he was making time for me, I think it's about the thought, too, because sometimes it's okay to be away from your partner. So, I think it just depends on the amount of effort.
Now, depends on the guy and stuff.
Once a week is kind of like, you can make more time. But if that was the only time that
just depends if he's finessing you or not.
Right.
Which a lot of guys will do that. They'll be like, hey, I can only see you once a week or every 2 weeks. And really, they just have a rotation with 6 other girls. And you're Thursday.
Wow.
And you're never gonna be more than that.
And that's what you is in the context.
Dude,
Thursday.
it happens all the time. Like I have tons of friends who do that, like a lot. What about you?
It's not a deal breaker, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I was talking to this guy who has a kid, and normally don't talk to people with kids because they just don't have the time, and he's a single parent. So we kind of had to like end it because he just doesn't have enough time for me, and I don't have kids, and it's just like barely, not even once a week. So
I could totally see that happening 1,000%. Yeah. Like, yeah.
I always have an objection to this though. I feel like a lot of women won't date guys that have kids, but really sometimes the opposite might work out. Like I think if people would open their minds and really see how it could possibly work out, because I feel like a man that has a kid, they show a level of responsibility and care. So they're going to show that single woman with no kids, they're going to show her like, I can be responsible and I'm enough for you. And then on the flip side, a woman that has kids with a man that does not have kids, he might get that care and nurturing feel that he might be looking for from a woman that's single with no kids that don't know how to do it. So even though it is weird and a lot of people don't do it, I think that if people would open up their mind more, they might see more of a match, because it's like the thing that the person with the kids might want, the other one might have. So, and they might, and like people that are single with no kids, they always get like this fun, like, you get this fun reputation, right? So the person with kids, when they get with somebody who's single, they're like, oh, this is a fun outlet. So I think that people should try doing that sometimes more, case by case. But I think they should open up their mind for it.
Right, and start involving this shit. Like, say in your situation, you said once a week, maybe?
No, it was, and I didn't mind. I kind of stray away from it just because I know, like, there's a lot that comes with it. Like, you might be potential stepmom, or like, there's just a lot of things
pressure.
Yeah, exactly. But I considered it just because he was a good guy, but it's just, he doesn't have time for me.
Yeah.
At all.
If I was him, I would be like, hey, listen, baby, on Thursday we can go out, but tonight my son is asleep. I'm gonna get you some popcorn. I'm gonna rub your feet. We finna watch this fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah, like
right?
I
would involve you in my. I would involve you in my day to day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think if he isn't involving you in day to day, there might be a red flag there. Like they might be doing like the spinning plate thing, and a lot of single fathers do this. You gotta understand. I think single dads have no issue. I think it's pre-selection, like you're saying. Women know, like I'm a father, and I think that like my girl didn't care at all because it shows responsibility. It shows that I'm good at, like, she can clearly see I'm good at taking care of my daughter, and I have her half time and I spend all my time with her. So like, I think that makes a guy look way better. So guys, single fathers, I think have way less of an issue than single mothers though, because a guy's biological imperative is sometimes to not want to take care of another man's child. And like, I have an amazing stepfather, like the greatest fucking stepfather ever. And so I hate saying stuff like this, but I do believe that is true. Is there really good men, though, that will step up? Yeah. But I also think that that's harder to find today. Like my mom got lucky because it was 20, 30 years ago. Right. But today it's hard to find a guy to step up.
Because that's even in nature.
Yes.
If you look at nature, if a lioness, the head of the pack, the man passes away or dies in battle, the other male lion has to step up and be with that lioness to create more family. When he gets over there and he has 4 cubs by the other lion, he kills them all.
Yep.
And he starts over, and they start over. The lion is basically saying, him, Mufasa said, I'm not raising no motherfucking symbols that ain't mine.
Yeah.
Right? Even in the gorilla, even in monkeys, same shit. They'll beat those kids to death because they're not their children. That gorilla will grab their little baby and just beat him to fucking death.
And our genetics is only 99% theirs. Like we're only 1% different.
Yeah, so even in nature, they don't want to deal with other people's kids. But when they have they're on their fucking back. They're running around with them. They're playing with them and shit. But if they're not theirs, they knock the shit out of them.
It's a biological imperative.
Yep.
What's the next question? $10 from Otto Taylor. Why should a guy make double what you make? Shouldn't you guys put your money somewhat in the same pot and build together? Does that not make sense?
Hey.
Otto Taylor, you can hope for people to do that, man, but you're just fighting. Like, take it up with Charles Darwin, bro. Like just take it up with science and like how everything works. Like, that is just literally reality. Like, if you don't like that women are that way, dude, get mad at reality, bro. Get mad at literally women for just needing to take care of their kids. Like, this is all biological. It's all genetic. You can't get mad and say these women are bad because they would want a man that makes more than them. It's like, you need to just check yourself in a situation like that, bro. I don't think that you should ever think. It's like getting mad at a guy because they sleep around, like a high value man, like a guy who makes $1 million, that's 6 foot tall and has a foot long dick, and every girl is chasing after him. It's like getting mad at those guys for sleeping with multiple girls. Why would I get mad at him? He's just literally doing what his biology has taught him to do his whole life. It's ignorant to get mad at someone like that.